Visibility. Okay, last topic. In an ideal world, we'd all be able to write whatever book we wanted, put it out there into the world, and it would just sell and sell and sell. Every single reader who might love that book would find it easily, and we'd all just be happy. But that's not how it works. Your readers end up reading books they hate and never find yours. It's an imperfect system. You can do things to help connect with your readers, though. How? By either making yourself or your books more visible. For example, I went to a conference last month, and there was going to be a half-day session by 3 authors. In anticipation of that session, I bought one book from each of them to read, so that I would be able to judge their advice in context. Remember the whole listen to people who write what you write advice above? Well, turns out I ended up buying and reading 6 of the books one of those authors had written because I enjoyed them so much. Interestingly, I know nothing about their other series, but just on title alone am unlikely to read it even though I enjoyed this series. As a writer, you need to be careful every time you change worlds or characters, because you are very likely to lose readers. That's a good example of making yourself visible. This author participated on a panel, which brought them to my attention, which led me to buy their books. Other authors make themselves visible through Twitter, Facebook, or Reddit, by blogging, by doing podcasts, by selling books at conventions, by participating on forums, etc. If someone encounters you and likes you, there is a chance that they'll give your books a try. So visibility can be important. Of course, if they encounter you and don't like you, that will work against you. Someone who might have otherwise liked your book will refuse to read it. This kind of free, organic visibility is available to any authors, trade or self-published. Self-published authors have access to a different type of visibility, the type provided by paid advertising and discounted books. Not to say that trade publishers don't do this too, just that it's under the author's control when you self-publish. For example, today I'm running one of my romance novels free on Free Booksy. That should get me about 3,000 downloads of that title. It's like a taste test at the local grocery store. Did you like what you just tried for free? Why don't you buy some more then? Many self-publishers use either temporary free runs or set their first in-series title to free to attract new readers. And there are plenty of places where you can advertise your free book to get it in front of readers who might like it. BookBub being the king of those sites, but also one of the hardest ones to get. I actually prefer pay-per-click advertising instead. That's advertising that you do on Facebook or through Amazon using AMS ads, for example, where you pay each time someone clicks on your ad. On Amazon, I can run those types of ads on full-price books so that I am putting my book in front of potential readers every single day. The final way to get visibility is by selling well. Success leads to more success. When I was working at that bookstore, we'd take the weekly bestseller list and discount all of the books on that list by 30% and put them on the front store display. So if someone sold well enough to get on the list in the first place, they were very likely to continue to do well, because stores all across the country were going to display and discount their book. On Amazon, if you do well, you'll end up on the top 100 lists that readers can browse. and you'll end up featured in the emails Amazon sends to customers. And that can be a self-replicating cycle. Do well, get listed, have emails go out, get sales from those emails, stay on those lists, get more sales, and on and on and on. Add to this the fact that Amazon also makes it easier to stay highly ranked than to become highly ranked. It does not take the same number of daily sales to stay at a certain ranking as it does to get there in the first place. Now, whether someone finds you through social media or through advertising or through placement of some other sort, the book still has to be good. A sale price or being likable will get you one sale. But if the book itself isn't good, you're not going to get more sales after that. I am of the opinion that everyone should advertise. If you're trade published, that probably means working the social media or convention circuit, or bookstore tours, and keeping an eye on your books so you know when they're on sale and can tell your followers. If you're self-published, that means social media and price promotions. I know some self-publishers who claim that they don't need to advertise, that they just write such good books that people buy them without ads. Be careful thinking that can be you. 1, most people's books do not grab readers so well that they can just live on word of mouth. 2, even if you do write books like that, they may not be in hungry markets that are actively looking for new authors. So you will need to put some effort into getting your book in front of readers. 3, many self-publishers with low advertising costs established themselves pre-2015 or so when things were very different. An established author whose sales are being fueled by word of mouth and success leading to more success can't be compared to a brand new author who is completely unknown. So plan on advertising if you want to see sales. And really, even if your book can sell itself because it's well written and feeding a hungry market, why not back that up with ads and do even better? Unless you're number 1 on all of Amazon, which a few self-publishers have achieved, there's still room to find more readers. Obviously, don't advertise if it costs you more than you make. But I think that most well-packaged, well-written books should have at least one form of advertising that is profitable for them. For some, it'll be 99-cent sales with advertisements through targeted mailing lists. With others, it will be selling at full price using CPC ads. Not all ads will scale. I have a book on dog parks that I can advertise profitably using AMS ads, but will probably never sell 100 copies. It's still profitable, though. If you have a book where no advertising works, you have to look at the book and try to figure out where it falls down. Check cover, title, blurb, and price first. But then look to genre expectations, reader experience, and quality of the writing. Okay, back on point. You need visibility as an author. If you're trade published, that likely means in-person appearances or social media. If you're self-published, that can mean social media, but it can also be accomplished through advertising your books. And remember, no amount of advertising is going to overcome a bad book. You'll get sales on book 1 if it's well packaged and well advertised. But that'll be it. The story is the key.